Good morning, everyone. How is everyone on this fine day? It's going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood here in Wisconsin, at least where I'm at. And hopefully, it's going to be a beautiful day where you're at. Spring is arriving, and today we're having our magical unicorn. It's kind of like focused on magic a little today. Um, our anhydrite, I forgot actually what this was called. Uh, but it's supposed to be a really special kind of rock. But there's something about this looks like it's black tourmaline or something in here. Also, kind of got like a quick lesson on some things that help people like with their memory. I mean, I swear it's got to be stuff they're putting in the air because everybody seems to be suffering with some sort of brain loss, memory loss, all that kind of stuff. So hematite is supposed to be a good stone. Sodalite, hematite. Um, what's the other? Lapis. Well, sodalite. There's all kinds of good stones. I think amethyst is in there too, but you should look it up and carry some stones with you. They may help. But I was drawn to purple today, but in my mind they're telling me blue. I've been really drawn to apatite lately, and that's that really pretty, almost a turquoise blue. So today is May 4th, so we are going to focus on the week of May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I can't believe I remembered that one today. All right. My name is Jade. I'm the Violet Sage. I'm a Reiki master teacher, author, healer. I do so many things. It's almost to the point of exhaustion. So we did a big fair yesterday in DeForest, Wisconsin. And it was fun. It was actually a slow day. I think people were starting to get a little concerned about their money, which, rightfully so. And about the book, I do have it finished. Really just want somebody to look it over and make sure it's good to go. I'm in the process of paying someone to actually do the cover and stuff now. So hopefully, maybe by next week, I'll have some really good news for everybody. So let's hang in there and see what happens. All right. So it's a spiritual protection guide for the beginner to the seasoned practitioner. And it's gods, angels, deities, recipes, magic, and more in a workbook from all over the world. So it's really going to cover anything you can be looking for, something you might even want to try out because maybe the old way hasn't done it for you. Maybe you really feel drawn to something else. I mean, it's a pretty extensive book. So I say it has 218 pages, but when they format it, I'm not really sure what it's going to come out to be. But it's good. I think it's going to be really good. Um, I know I'm going to want to keep a copy on hand too because I did a lot of research and I can't maintain all that information in my head. So it's good. All right. So let's get started. Good morning, Dreamweaver. Good morning, Mama. And good morning, everybody else that may be watching. Um, all right. So what I did is whatever cards I still had in my box because I didn't go through and I unpacked most everything yesterday, but I didn't unpack my cards yet. But I got so many decks, it doesn't matter. So we are going to be doing 3 decks today, as usual. And we will start with our coffee. We got the coffee deck. So it's clarifying life situations. So we call this the coffee deck. So if you end up liking what you hear and you win a reading later, you'll know which cards that maybe you can ask for. And also, if you want a reading, you're going to have to make a donation. The information is scrolling through below. So, and if you can just make a donation to the show, it's greatly appreciated. If you appreciate what we do here, we really need you. I really need you. There's no we except for Spirit. It's like, we got a mouse in your pocket. Anyway, I may have issues with my voice today because I did a lot of talking yesterday. So, all right. Here we go. All right, Spirit, using this deck. And for everyone, for this week of May 4th, 2025, what's best going to help everyone in their path of life? Help me pick the proper card that best helps. All right. I'm not sure if I'm going to take that one. I think they were going to give me more than one here. One card just keeps sticking out of the deck. So I guess we're taking two. All right. The first one, and I read them both ways. There is a reverse and not a reverse. These cards are good for screenshots because there's a lot to them. Planning phase. Take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so you may turn your goals into reality. And again, this has just been the theme for the last couple months, it seems. So this is awesome. Spring is here. Spring is that energy and the goal giver, goal maker. So let's make those goals and make them into a reality. We all have a lot to give. And even though you can't figure out what it might be, you help people in enormous ways all the time. And you just don't even realize it. And some people will come back and tell you, but some people just dismiss it. Don't dismiss it. This may be your magic power. So pay attention to what you're doing for people and the advice you're offering and how it's fit so well. Or whatever you might be doing. Maybe you help someone. I mean, I had someone show up, a new friend of mine. He's awesome. He happened to be in Madison, so he showed up at the fair right at the end, and he actually helped me and Deb. Deb was there. Helped us pack up the van and everything, and it was awesome because I'm telling you, my back is really suffering the consequences. Not too bad because I'm putting all kinds of stuff on it, including ice and, ibuprofen and everything else. But I try not to overdo it. I'm trying to be good because, I need my back for the rest of my life here. All right, so it's plan wisely. Cultivate success through meticulous research and strategic plotting. Your foresight will unveil new paths. So I'm going to read that again. Plan wisely. So if you're choosing a new profession or whatever, just like next weekend, doing Fair on the Square, I'm hoping I reach the people that, need to find me as well. And that I let people know what my creative abilities are, what I'm capable of, and where they can go to find what they may need, or even a particular personalized project, right? So plan wisely. Cultivate success through meticulous research and strategic plotting. It's kind of like my book. Your foresight will unveil new paths. So this is a really important card, especially for those trying to get some things off the ground, making your magic work for you, things like that. All right. The next card that came out it's a cool card. Grove of Unity. Bind energies in the unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnected harmony among all beings. Yes, we really got to make friends with our animals and friends from around here. We got to learn how to stand up for what's right. Just do. There's no more time to hide and be the wuss pot. It's time to speak. Life's going to be getting, and people are going to be getting more aggressive. So be aggressive. And, don't have to be aggressive in a mean way, but, fight for your rights. Don't sit there and take it. This is the time we're supposed to grow into our fullest potential. And that does not mean sitting back and just letting life happen. You have to help life happen. What do you want to see in this world? What do you want it to be? You need to be an active part. It's so, all right, we almost hold the card this way because the light is just, wow. Unity blooms. Foster harmony and connection within your community. Nurturing bonds that bring us together. I'm hoping I do just that this coming weekend. So, you don't always have to do things alone. Maybe if you have a great idea for the community, share it. Talk to the right people. Contact them. The board of the town, everyone's got the word is escaping me. It keeps almost getting there. It starts with a C. where they announce all the happenings in your town and stuff like that. Um, they know who to put you in touch with. And if you bring something up to them, they might think it's a good idea. They may back you or know somebody who will back you. So work on that. That's awesome advice. I love it. Good morning, Auntie. Good morning, Colleen. All right, Spirit. What else? What else? These are the Sacred Soul timing cards. We could call that the spiral deck. Change of course. Ooh, change of course. No. You may need to take a different path to get there. Directions, guidance aligned. So if something hasn't been working and you've tried this aspect before, tried that path before, or tried that way of doing things before and it didn't pan out, but yet you feel motivated to do that thing, do it. But maybe you just have to take a different approach, or you have to find a different way or a different channel to do it. You have to just search, do a little more research. It can be done. So maybe it needed a different energy to get off the ground. Chamber of Commerce, that was the word I was looking for. The Chamber of Commerce in your town or wherever it is that you're looking to do things at. Because hey, I made a difference. I changed the old witch law, in La Crosse, Wisconsin, well, many moons ago. You think it's impossible, but it's not. Like, who's going to listen to me? Well, if you put the foot forward and you're actually really doing it, people do listen. And when it's time, it could be the timing. So do what you need to do to make things happen. You might just have to switch things up a little bit to feed it the right energy for it to get off the ground. All right, so now we're going to do the fairy cards. Fairy deck. All right, Spirit. What's best going to help everyone in their path in life, especially for this week of May 4th, 2025. Every time I say that date, I want to say, May the 4th be with you. All right. What is the best card at this time? I think I got another 2 here. All right. Well, that's perfect. And the other one goes hand in hand with the 2. Of course, as usual, you can't make this shit up. So, inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she'll call at any time. So just as you're going to bed, sometimes when your mind's finally so exhausted, it relaxes enough to hear them. It takes that. Doing practice readings with my friend Andrew, and he goes, "Oh, but I'm so tired." I said, "Nope, now's the time to tap in now, because this is when your mind is more relaxed. Sometimes you can get more." So he goes, "Okay, it's a good idea," and he did excellent. Maybe I'll have him on the show one day. It's kind of cool. So, all right, we have the inspiration. Be prepared, as you will soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. So if you're wondering what you should do, I think you're about to find out the inspiration you need. And it could be, attend those fairs, because people do miraculous things that you never even thought of doing with maybe an object or some things that you have in the house that you collected, going, boy, I know they're going to be good for something one day. Maybe you'll finally see what someone else does with them, and it will inspire you to do that too, or do something similar. All right, the next fairy card is the manifestation card. So we got inspiration and manifestation. So be inspired and then manifest that stuff. All right. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, step 1. So if you write it down, you won't get lost, and you'll remember what you planned in the first place. Otherwise, you're like, oh, that was a really good idea. I wish I wrote that down. I can't really quite remember what it was now. Make friends with your pen and paper. It will save you a lot of anguish and searching and everything else in the long run. So, manifestation, be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. The more specific you are, to a point, the universe can go to work and help you. But I mean, if you get too particular, it might be a little hard for them to work their magic. But be particular as you can be so they totally, fully understand what you're talking about. All right, so manifest that stuff. Yay. All right. So now. Let's see, anybody else? Did I say good morning, Colleen already? Good morning. All right, we are going to pull a trinket. Trinket. All right, Spirit. What does everyone need to know? What's best going to help them in their path in life for this week of May 4th, 2024? All right. So we got reflections. I pulled 2 out. Reflections. Now, don't forget, everyone is your mirror. So if there's something that's been bugging you or people are being annoying in a certain particular way, like why is everybody in an angry mood today? Or why is everyone so chatty? Or why is everybody being so fine-tuned in particular or whatever? That means that's something that you need to look at in yourself. Either you could be annoying that way to other people as well. And the universe is trying to show you want to get more help, you got to stop doing that way because see, you didn't like it, or you're going to see that inspiration thing like, wow, I happen to have a ton of those particular bottles or something at home. That's what I can do with those, things like that. So if you're always saying, boy, I wish I could do something like that, you can. You just have to see that invitation and that motivation, and maybe you just needed to be inspired, so you're like, that's it, I can do that. This is the time of year that I believe everything's going to like flip on. But now you got the second one. If you get yourself involved in contracts, things like this, doing fairs, everything, read the fine print, make sure you're paying attention to everything. You're buying a new car, washer, dryer, refrigerator, bike, whatever, read the fine print. You filling out an application for a new job or home or whatever, read the fine print. Something isn't right, do not be afraid to open your mouth and say, we need to amend that. And we're going to highlight this and you're going to initial it. Don't tell me that doesn't apply to me. It's on the contract. I can be forced for that to be applied to me. So we're going to fix that right now. If you say it doesn't apply to me, you'll have no problem doing that. Stick to your guns. All right. Let's see. What else we got? Oh, yeah. Stones. A bowl of stones. Hello, Kelly Hooford. Welcome. Good morning. All right, Spirit. What is the best stone for everyone to utilize, especially for this week of May 4th, 2025? Oh, my goodness. I'm just going to say it's always sardonyx is another word for this, but it is a carnelian. Look at those lines and everything. Come on, sardonyx. I just seen the name this weekend at the fair. I'm like, yep, that's it. So look at that little spot and how natural these really cool things happen, right? So it's a type of carnelian. This is sardonyx. SARDONYNOX or something like that, or NOYX, sardonyx. I will look that up. Let us see. Okay. What are the metaphysical properties of sardonyx?
According to Deja Vu Designs, sardonyx gives strength and determination needed to achieve goals. Sardonyx encourages forming healthy life habits and sound decision-making.
So does this not all go hand in hand? Being inspired, change course, needing to move forward on things. So this is the perfect stone for that. So I'm going to give you this so you can see how it is spelled. Sardonyx. Sardonyx. Sardonyx is a type of carnelian. Carnelian that gives you strength, um, helps clear up confusion. It's good a motivator. It's actually like a protection healing stone as well. So, very good all the way around. So it will give you confidence, help inspire you as well. Use that. Use it. Use it. All right. Let's see. There's got to be a little more to it. Encourages us to actively create meaningful existence, one that brings us emotional, mental, and spiritual satisfaction. Oh hell yeah! Bring it on, right? What powers does Sardonyx have? Bubbling, shape-shifting fusion, regeneration, agelessness, gravity shifting, weapon summoning, brings out whatever tools you have inside of you, photokinesis, gem storage, and superhuman. Wow. I think that's all really awesome and powerful. Ability to understand information and discern between truth and fiction. Another super good thing. Okay. Is Sardonyx and carnelian the same thing?
According to Chroma Gems and Company, while sardonyx, and carnelian are closely related stones, their differences are most noticed in color.
Oh, for God's sake.
They have the same name, and vice versa.
Okay, if Sard was the same color as Sardonyx, it would likely have the same name and vice versa. Conversely, carnelian and Sard are closely related, which means they are only identifiable by their variances and colors. So I'm going to show you a little something here. The carnelian red agate. Hot Sardonyx, and carnelian. What's the difference? Yeah, well, I don't know. I think you might have to look it up a little further. But I think that has the more lines and stuff in it. And I think the carnelian might just be more the oranges and without all this other stuff. But it too does have lines and things in it. Let's see. I may have one in here. But they are related, so they do help to do the same things. See, I'm wondering now if this is carnelian or sardonyx too, but see how it's, I think the more orange yellows. Anyway, I think they're both good because they give you courage and all sorts of stuff. So let's go ahead and, what are the metaphysical properties of carnelian? Okay. Vitality, confidence, creativity, motivation. Does this sound familiar? So yes, it's all related. All right. Okay. So this is the time when you'd please give those thumbs up, share with other people, subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, we really need your subscriptions. That's how we get seen and viewed out there. And I really need over 1,000 subscribers in order to actually get paid for doing this, which is why we need your donations so desperately. It actually costs a lot of money to send this out to everyone. And I do mean a lot. All right. So at this time, we're going to go ahead and pick a number from 1 through 20. You only get to pick one number. And in case you win, you can always post your question along with the number. And again, if you want to be specific on which deck you would like to have used, we got the spiral, the fairies, and the coffee. Okay, so that will help. if you have a preference. Otherwise, I just go by what I'm inspired to do or pull or use. All right, you can do that now while I'm cleaning up. One person wins this for the new people who don't know how this works. If you do not win, you still can get a chance to get a reading by making a donation. You have to let me know what app you use. The apps are scrolling through below here on the bottom. And then depending on how much you donate, it will be depending on how much of reading you get. All right. And hopefully some of you are from fairs or the Kanamichi or something like that. Checking us out. And of course, if you want to book a private reading, you can text or call that number that's scrolling through on the bottom, and we will set you up. Of course, that is a paid for a reading, but we'd appreciate that. And then you get more of the mediumship also that's involved with that. All right. So I think I've given everybody enough time to pick a number. Everybody get a number. I don't think everybody got a number. Pick a number from 1 through 20. Post it there in the comments. All right, here we go. I'm going to roll. If the number's not showing by the time I roll, it won't count. Okay. All right, Spirit. You're the right person who really needs this reading. Get it. Number 6. It's not 9. It's got a little dot on there so you could decipher which one it is. So it is number 6. You can see number 9 is next to it. 6. That means Dreamweaver at 9. You had it upside down. Barb. Auntie. General Coffee. Of course, we got to have the coffee. All right, Spirit. For Barbara. For Auntie. Barbara Lewis. Help me pick the proper card that best helps her in her path in life. What does she need to know right now? All right. Flames of passion. Wow, look at that fire. Let the flames of your passion light your way, but be mindful of the fires that may ignite in your journey. So it's good to go for what you want and your passions, following your dreams. But I think it's trying to say, be careful of how you do that, which way you take, how you approach it, just to make sure it doesn't become something explosive out of the control against your favor. All right. Ignite ambition. Pursue desires with drive and face consequences bravely. Uh-oh. Keep an open mind as answers reveal your journey. So it may mean, I'm going to give you an example because it just popped into my head. Say if you needed to take a particular person or whatever to court, things might get hot and hairy, and that might be okay because you're fueling the fire, but make sure you're prepared for whatever lashback they can throw at you, so you are prepared with a comeback and not caught with your pants down kind of thing, or not knowing what to say, and then you end up losing when you don't need to be losing. You need to be winning, but you just need to be better prepared before you light that match, so that's kind of cool. I like that. So it feels like it's time to get everything underway right now. Just be prepared, be careful of your approach. If it's an accusatory thing, make sure you definitely have all your ducks in a row and all your proof, things like that. So it could be explosive, but it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Just means take care. Okay. Let's see. All right. So we started with that one. And we'll go ahead and do all 3 decks, of course, because you get 3 cards with this. All right, Spirit. What's best going to help Auntie in her path in life? Barbara Lewis. What does she need to know? What's happening? Especially for this week or in the extremely near future. Extremely near future. September, get back into your groove and be productive. Be productive. Bustling, peak, faster pace. So hurry up and getting things done. We can say September could be when you see the results of all your hard work, or in this particular situation. But it doesn't necessarily have to have September, but it just has energy. Like fall is a harvest month, that sort of thing. So get back into your groove, making sure you're covering on all your bases. I think you've gotten some things, tucked away and under control. Now you can start working on other projects. So be productive, bustling peak, faster pace. So if you really want things to go in your favor, I think there may be a time frame you need to be considering and be concerned about. So I think it's calling for action now. All right, next card. Next. Barbara Lewis. What does she need to know? What's best going to help her in her path in life soon? All right, we have the Wisdom card. I don't know if you could screenshot any of this. There you go. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. It's like, you know what? I know how to do this. I can do this. And what do I need to do next? So I know a lot of us in the world right now are exhausted, just tired. But you have something that maybe might require you to do the research or go through your paperwork, or maybe look it up just to be sure before you put that toe in that pond. So use your wisdom, tap into your knowledge, and knowledge available to you. That's really good. So it seems like there's something that really needs to get underway. And it could be, you're going to get your challenge. It's going to be a challenge. Doesn't mean you're not going to win. It just means be prepared for what that might ignite. So that's really good advice. I love it. That's perfect. All right. Yay. Anybody else have any questions here today? Did you want to make a donation for a reading? What do we got? Yay, right? Woo! So hopefully that was good. And we will take that off of there. I have like a lot of things to accomplish today. If no one is going to purchase a reading or anything, we may actually end this live sooner. I just got back from my fair. I got things that are a little topsy-turvy around here. My landlord's coming over, so I'll use that extra time to clean my house up a little. I mean, it's not that bad, but I've been dying to clean anyway because this fair is sucked, and the fair in the book has sucked every moment of time and life out of me lately. So I need to ignite that fire myself and get things done. So anybody wants and would like a reading and paying for it, donating down below there. And if not, that is fine. So if anybody's interested and you live in Wisconsin and you would like to come to the fair next weekend, it's Spring Fair on the Square in Baraboo, Wisconsin. I will have a booth there. I'm hoping maybe I'll have my book there. I'm not holding my breath on it. I'm not going to get myself excited over it anymore. It's going to come exactly when it's supposed to. And that's just how I'm dealing with it because stress is not my friend. So it is what it is. I got plenty of stuff. Oh my goodness. I have been making things. Matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you some of the things I've been making because you are going to love this and you'll get a chance to order it and get it before it goes into the fair and disappears, in case you are interested. I'm just going to grab a couple of items. If you want, you can always make an appointment to see what I have or contact me, and I will take pictures and send you photos of what I have. Give me 1 minute. All right. It's going to just be a mini little show and tell. Don't forget, I now have 4 sizes of the high frequency spray: the 8 ounce, the 4 ounce, the 2 ounce travel size, and the roll on. Really nice stuff. Okay. So this is my favorite. This is a butterfly. This is a charging plate and a protection mirror. And I have ashtrays that are like this too. So for those of you who want ashtrays. But the great thing about this, you can put all your stones and your jewelry in. This plate will clear up any of the energy throughout the day that was placed on your stones or your jewelry. And it also charges them, because there's all shungite around the outside here. There's copper, shungite. And on the back side, we have black tourmaline, selenite, and copper, of course. So we have the shungite, the black tourmaline, selenite. And this mirror, you put the mirror side in your window facing the direction of the disruption, the negativity, or if you know somebody's sending bad vibes your way, thinking ill of you, you put it in that window, northeast, south, or west window, whatever direction it's coming from. And you might live next to a prison, a school, a hospital, or something like that. You can place this in the window facing out with the mirror out, and it sits up nicely. I made them this shape so they can stand on end. But when not in use in your window, it turns around and sends it back to the sender, by the way. Turns around, send back to sender. And then when not in use that way, you can even use it as a coaster if you want to. I mean, it'd be nice to charge up your drink a little bit too. So this has multi-uses, and right now these are going for $26. Not bad at all. Let me tell you, a lot more work and resin and everything else went into them. As well worth the price. Okay. Then we have our everything's shungite and organite, don't forget, because I'm always working on protecting oneself, right? And the shungite helps block EMFs, which comes from the 5G and, all those radio waves and everything. It actually has been putting pressure under your pets, makes them have convulsions, weakens their shield, so they can even get illnesses faster and stuff. So whatever you can do to help them, we have pendants for your pets and yourself too. But this is all the black you see is all shungite. And we got some colors in there. They glow in the dark too, by the way. All my items glow in the dark when they're charged under black light or in the sun. So we have the dragonfly and some new dragons. That's all shungite and copper. So they're healing dragons. They're not your typical dragon. And of course, they glow in the dark. Of course. We have our other dragons. I think this is the air dragon. And this one's 26 as well. This one's 30. The shungite alone is going to be expensive. Shungite only comes from Russia, people. So pretty soon when they close the borders off to us there, we're not going to be able to get any anymore. And that price is going to go up. Is he cool or what? He or she? There we go. That's another dragon. Look at all the shungite in there. Again, they glow in the dark. These are true works of art, people. Labors of love. We got the Arctic Fox, and I got another one that's more white with pinks and blues in it. Lots of copper. This one's like loaded with shungite. You can put these on a centerpiece in your tables or whatever, so you can help to clear the energy in the room. It helps to keep balance in a room too. And I got one more special piece, and there's only one of a kind. These are like really difficult to make because my resin pieces, they come in pieces, and I have to assemble this dragon. So it's real fun trying to get those wings on there in position you want. So this is a nice charging plate. You can keep your jewelry and stuff on it at night when you take your rings and stuff off. This one's $28. That is cheap. Really cheap. Contemplating changing that price. I mean, the dragon alone should be worth that. This should be at least $30. So if you're interested, this is going to take some special shipping so nothing breaks with those wings. It had its own special box when it came to the fair with me. So that's some of the new cool things I'm going to have at the fair this weekend. I made a bunch of charging plates and, protection mirrors. So I love it. Love it. So very nice stuff, everyone. If you are interested and you want to see more, I probably got, probably at least 15 dragons made right now. They're all going to the fair this weekend, Fair in the Square. Everything I make is going there. I got bookmarkers and everything else. Again, they glow in the dark. They're all kind of cool looking incense holders and business card holders. You could also put your phone in them too. And upon request, I can make what you want. I was going to make some more phone holders that have shungite in them to block the EMFs. It's not a bad idea because I'd actually put one of these protection charging plates up on my bed because that's where I keep my phone at night in case, you get an emergency phone call. It's not good to have those things near your head. So I keep it inside of a charging plate. This way, the shungite will block those EMS from pounding me when I'm sleeping at night. So think about that. There's so many reasons to have shungite in your home right now, or an orgonite piece. And orgonite's got to have something protective and blocking in it for it to shield the EMFs. So it's going to be the shungite with copper, but orgonite can be used for many other things, depending on the stones. The copper itself just amplifies the effects of that stone that's in those pieces. And it does work through the resins. I tested it. So you can actually place these on your chest if you're not feeling good. You can actually feel it going to work immediately. And that spray, I had a really awesome thing happen. This woman came up to me at the fair and she says, "Oh, I don't know if I want anything else on me. I just got sprayed by something, in the next aisle over." She said, "I have such a bad headache right now." So we sprayed her. It's like, "Try this. This is known to get rid of headaches." So we sprayed her. In 2 seconds, she goes, "Oh my God, my headache just disappeared that fast. It's gone. It's gone." She couldn't believe it. So it really does work. I mean, it's phenomenal stuff. Anybody who's used it knows this is not a joke, and it's awesome stuff. It's helped people with like even mental disorders feel better. I'm not saying it's not going to cure anybody. It's not like, taking one of those pills. Not that pills are really good for anybody, but this is all natural. And it's nice. It helps. I'm not saying it cures anybody, but it helps. All right. So, good luck there. All very nice. Thank you, Mama. That's so pretty. These are really, really beautiful items. I really love the ashtrays and the charging plates. A lot of work. I've been really rushing to get all this done, even with the way my back is. So, I'm actually completing quite a bit of stuff. So I'm proud of myself. I got to give myself a pat on the back. It was rough, but I did it because I can. That's what you got to say with whatever it is you really want to do. It may seem like a lot. It's a lot to take on, But it's worth trying. Take the risk, leap in. Universe is saying you can do it. Do it. What do you have to lose, right? Nothing. Just a little time, you know. Okay. So I got to talk to 10 of. That's pretty good, right? So if anybody wants to see anything special or whatever, just contact me or come on down to the fair this weekend. Hopefully I remember to bring everything because believe me, I have a lot of stuff and I'm only allowed to bring what I make. So, and I will have the SEIT. I do have a couple of quarts and a couple of pints, which I don't always make pints with me this time. So if you want to try that freshly made, I will have that with me as well because I only can bring what I make to this fair. So if there's something you want me to bring for you and you're going to be there, I'll bring it. I'll just keep it on the side. So I can do that. You have to contact me ahead of time and not the last minute, please. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. And let's see. The 11th? Mother's Day is the 11th. How awesome is that? So we will be on Mother's Day. So hopefully it's morning, but you might be treating your mother to breakfast or lunch, preferably lunch or dinner. But it's a Sunday. Breakfast is nice too. Don't forget, if you missed the podcast, you could check it out later. But happy Mother's Day in advance for those of you who may not be able to make it. Many blessings to all you mothers out there. And don't forget, even if a child did not pass through your loins, does not mean you're not a mother. I'm a mother of my 2 beautiful babies and a bird. So I'm a mother. And I mother other people, which is a cancer trait. And I got to stop doing that. But anyway, it's what we do. If you're taking care of somebody else or taking care of animals, give yourself the credit. And happy Mother's Day. Let's see. I will see you before then, but on May 15th, I'm going to be offering flower readings over at the Kanamichi. We like to mix it up a little bit, do some different things. It's amazing all the things I'm capable of. A really busy lifetime for me. So you get a flower. You get to pick one. And what flower you choose means a lot too. I might even bring my stones. But for Mother's Day, I'm offering to give people a flower. So if you want to come join us, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., May 15th at the Kanamichi in Baraboo, Kanamichi Wine Bar. Bring a friend, bring your mom. It could be a Mother's Day gift, whatever. And hopefully we see you there. Give me a call. We can sign you up. We do have 2 readers. I'm not sure if the other girl is going to be doing flower readings or not, but I will be. All right. So that's all the new cool information. And we will see you next week. Namaste, everyone. Be beautiful, be bold, be yourself, be creative, and be assertive. Do what needs to be done, and don't drag your feet because now is the time. No more time for waiting. No more time for procrastinating. Just get it done. All right. Much love and light to you all. Namaste.